Hey everyone, welcome back to Back Here OMG. I'm your OMG expert, Johanna. Well, as you can see, I got my hair braided using the expression braids. I mixed it with 3 colors: black, bronzish looking brown, and a blonde. And I always braid my hair, but this is the first time that I have so much to say about the braids that I received. And if you want to know what I experience or what suggestions I have for persons who are about to braid their hair, or if it's not something that you usually do, stay tuned for what it is that I have to say. Alright, so first things first, I got my hair braided because the next week or 2 weeks are going to be, well, last week was really busy, this week is even more busy, and next week is going to be worse. So I decided to get my hair braided, and then I saw my Chinese well, she's black and Chinese, like half black half Chinese, but she's mostly like you see the Chinese part of her standing out more. She doesn't have black hair, she has predominantly, I would say, Chinese hair. And I saw her in some cool braids and they looked real nice and they look black. Like, I never knew her hair could be braided like that, well, I know that hair can be braided like that, but you would have to be like really good at braiding. But the point is, I saw her at the style, I decided, I want to braid my hair too. And then Beyonce has this thing in her formation video where she has a side thing and everybody's wearing it now, so I just decided to try one. So this picture that I'm going to put up on the screen is the style that I wanted. And before I get into this video, what I'm about to say, or this video, has nothing, absolutely nothing to do, or I don't have anything against the person who styled my hair, and I just want to make that clear. So in case the stylist who did my hair sees this video, I really don't want her to take it, or you or whoever, to take it personally. This is just my opinion, and I'm just sharing it with the viewers and the subscribers here on Back Here OMG. Now that I explained why is it that I decided to get braids, I decided to use my friend's hairdresser, who always does her hair really neat, My friend doesn't really wear hair, she wears her own hair, so I just guessed that it was a pretty easy style, and she always styles my friend's hair in really nice, creative stuff, right? And I decided to use her. Now, the first thing that I did wrong, or the first thing that you need to do, is go with a clean scalp. I did wash my hair right before going to the hairdresser, and the truth is, and I blame myself for this, I waited until the last minute's notice to wash my hair. I was supposed to wash my hair the night before, and I fell asleep, woke up late. The morning was just hectic, and I don't like being late for appointments or meetings. So I washed my hair, I just put in a leave-in conditioner, and I hauled it up in one, literally. That's all I did. I didn't moisturize my hair or anything. I presumptuously didn't moisturize it because my hair is really thin, especially the edges here. And I just have this notion that braids slip from your hair when it has oil or it's overly moisturized. So I presumptuously did not moisturize my hair. Anyway, so I got up last minute's notice, washed my hair, hauled it up in one, and because I wanted to be on time for the appointment, I had to get there at 9 o'clock. So the stylist messaged me and she told me that she was going to be running late if I could be there for 9:30 instead. So I said, okay, fine. I was there a little before 9:30, I think, or at 9:30. I was on time. So when she got there, she started mixing the hair. She took the hair from me and she started mixing the hair. And the first thing she said is that I guess the hair was taking too long to be mixed, and because I bought 1 pack black, 1 pack bronzish brownish color like, and then the other pack was like blonde, and she started mixing the hair. It was taking too long, and she said she should have let me bring the hair from the week before. I hardly braid my hair. The last time I braided my hair was like over a year ago, literally. And then prior to that, I would braid my hair like every year, once every year, or once every 8 months. It doesn't happen very often. And it's always because it's an occasion. I want to give my hair a break. I'm too busy to style it. I'm going on vacation. I'm braiding my hair. That's the only time I really braid my hair. Then she said that I should have bought the pre-mixed pack. Mind you, I know nothing much about hair and falls hair and all this jazz. So I told her I didn't know. I didn't know that they pre-mix colors and you can buy the pre-mixed colors. So she was like, you wouldn't necessarily get it pre-mixed in 3 colors, but you could probably get it in 2 colors. So point to note, guys, there's pre-mix here for braiding. And by the way, this is the expression braid. I have 3 packs of the expression braid in my head, and a little bit was left over. So the first thing, before I get into the details of what I went through, I want to tell you, love yourself. That's the first thing. Love yourself. Don't be afraid to say what it is that you want, and don't be afraid to protect yourself from being hurt. Especially when it comes physically, you need to just leave that in your head. Talk to your stylist. Whether it's a friend, someone you've met before, someone you've never met before, as long as this person is going to put their hand in your head when they're going to braid it, talk to your stylist. Find out every bit of detail that you need to know, especially if you know you are not willing to undergo a certain thing, right? So talk to your stylist. Find out what are their likes and dislikes. Tell them what are your likes and dislikes when it comes to styling hair. Tell them, and I suggest this, I recommend this, and this is what I'm going to do the next time I braid my hair. When I talk to this stylist, I'm going to ensure and tell them that I don't like when my scalp is, firstly, I don't think that your hair strands should be hauled out of your scalp. I think it's dangerous for your scalp. I think it affects your thought process mentally. I think it affects you physically in terms of health. It gives you a headache. A whole lot of things come behind wearing your hair too tight. You know, you should not wear your hair tight. Right now, I'm not even going to get into that right now, but let me just say you should not wear your hair tight. So establish a relationship with the stylist. So say to them, make an agreement. Say, as long as I sit in this chair and you start doing my hair and things start going south, like all the things that we discussed are not going according to how we discussed it, I'm getting the hell up. Get the hell up out of the stylist chair. I don't care who the stylist is. I don't care how mad that stylist will be. You need to get up and say, you know what? I don't want your hand in my head. I'm done with this. If you need to make a payment, if you need to pay for the style or pay for the beginning of the style or 50% of the style, as long as it becomes painful, hazardous to the health of your hair, to the health of your head, to the health of your well-being, get up out of the chair. Because when she started, she was brutal. Like, she got her hair dryer and she had to blow my hair out. And I know that people like to blow natural hair out because it's kinky. I understand. You need to blow it out. But my God, I sat in the chair and literally my heart started to faint. Like, the moment she started blow drying my hair, I was like, you know what? I'm getting up out of this chair. And I said, you know what? I'm going to sit and let me see this through. Maybe I'm exaggerating. So I said, you know what? Let me see this through. I'm going to see this hairstyle through. So she started blow drying my hair, and literally I could feel my hair tearing, especially because it was dry. And then you know that the blow dryer, the teeth for the blow dryer comb, it is so small, and it was just, I was literally like, this is how I was going in the chair. Like, you could see that I was in extreme pain. So we got past that, the blow drying, and she didn't section my hair off. And mind you, this is a natural hair stylist. She deals with natural hair every day, all day, right? Anyway, so she didn't section my hair off to blow dry. She just blow dried it in the hole while it was dried plus dry, not moisturized, because remember, I didn't moisturize my hair. So my heart is pounding, my chest is hurting because I'm in so much pain. Anyway, so she started the parting process. She used this tail comb with very sharp, with the teeth for the tail comb. I wish I don't even have those. I don't have small combs because small combs should not be put in natural hair. It tears your hair out, it hurts your scalp, it damages your hair. So when she parted, she was digging into my scalp like I was. And then when I'm in extreme pain, my heart kind of like my heartbeat faints. Like I can literally feel like I'm going to pass out, like literally. This woman friend of her walked into the salon and she looked at me and she saw that I was in pain and she said, "Oh my God, you're holding your heart." She said, "I must want holy pain you in." I didn't answer. I didn't answer because I from of recent I've been trying to avoid conflict with people. So I didn't answer, and her friend said what she had to say, and I just kept silent, like literally. And being a hairstylist, you're caring for someone's hair or you're dealing with someone's head, and you hear your friend come in and see that I'm in pain, and you don't even ask me, well, what is wrong? Are you okay? Can I help with something? You know? And she just continued combing my hair, and because the parts were like intricate, she was like digging into my scalp. So that's the parting, digging into my scalp with a sharp fine teeth tail comb. The third thing was that she's very rough. She looks rough, she plats rough, she speaks rough. She's just a rough person. I understand, I'm rough too, right? But my goodness, it's obvious that I was in pain. Like I was literally cringing in the chair. Halfway into the hairstyle, I said to her that before I said to her I'm in pain, I told her I said to her that I'm in pain. And her response was, her response exactly was, "What is hurting you?" Seriously? You're the one who's combing my hair. I'm not doing anything else. I'm just sitting in your chair. Obviously, you're the one who is causing me to be in a great ordeal of pain. And if that is how you're going to respond to me, then it was obvious how she responded to me after I told her I was in pain. It was obvious she didn't care that I was in pain. She probably thought that I was exaggerating. She probably thought that I was overreacting. She probably thought that I was just being ridiculous, telling her that I'm in pain. So to her, it's not her fault why I'm in pain. So I should just shut the hell up. Anyway, so a little further down, I said to her, I didn't want to say too much because I wanted the style to be finished to see what it would look like. And I didn't want to say too much. And then, when you pay someone for a service and while they're doing the service, you upset them. And then they just screw everything up. I didn't want her to screw up my hairstyle. So I just literally sat there and took it. God forbid. Further down into the hairstyle, I told her that she was rough. Her response was that my hair is thick. Guys, come on. My hair, yes, it's thick because it's natural. Any natural hair, black woman who's wearing her hair in its natural state, it will be thick. But you have natural hair that is thin. You have natural hair that is generally thick. My natural hair is not thick. It is not thick. Anyway, closer to the end of the style, she said to me that why didn't I moisturize my hair? And I gave her the reason. So I forgot to ask her why, if she saw that my hair needed moisturizing, why didn't you moisturize it? You have all these products, you do natural hair every day, you style it every day. You should have moisturized my hair if you saw that it needed moisturizing, especially after I told you why I didn't moisturize it. The point is, at the end of getting my hair did, the style was, let me turn to the side and show you what it looks like. The style was done. It was okay. Like initially when she was done, I was just happy. Maybe because I was so happy that she was done and her hands were out of my head. and I looked at the hair, I thought I was pleased then, but after having left and coming home to evaluate the style and realizing that it wasn't flat to my specifications like I wanted it, the cornrows to be thinner, the style just didn't look exactly like what I showed her in the picture. And then I was in so much pain. Like the first night it was bad, the second night it was worse, and then the third night I had to just do different stuff to keep myself just pain free, or just to minimize the amount of pain that I was going through. And that is a whole other video, because I'm going to make a video about, you know, what you do when you get your braids done and it's still like very tight. So look out for that video. I'm definitely going to post a video about that, just telling persons what they could do. So the point is that you need to evaluate what it is that you're going to do when you're styling your hair, especially when it comes to braids. Braids are not for everybody. Not everybody were meant for putting their hands in your head, because they will kill you, like literally. I thought that I was going to pass out that day, but I went through the experience, I've learned, and I know how to approach it next time. Firstly, I won't be using that stylist ever. I don't care if it's to braid my natural hair. I don't care. I won't be using her ever again. Never again. And I hope she sees this video, because she will know that she's the one who did my hair, you know. And I didn't say anything to her, because when I told her that I was in pain, and then when I told her she was rough, she just didn't care. Her responses indicated that she doesn't care. She thinks that she's good at what she does, and she thinks that it's obvious that she just thinks that I'm being ridiculous. So those are some things to note. I can't remember if, I hope I got everything that I wanted to say in this video. And just know who you are allowing to put, just know who it is that you are allowing to style your hair, and don't be afraid to get up and walk away from that chair. Even if you have to pay for the service and the service is not complete, pay the stylist, walk away, avoid drama, avoid conflict, save yourself, love yourself, and just go at it again. Find someone who will deal with your hair in a loving way. So that's it for the video. I love reading like the positive comments. Mind you, I love reading when comments are positive. I like responding to persons when they comment, and to the subscribers and to the viewers and so forth. I love reading the comments. The comments give me so much encouragement, especially when the video was helpful to someone. So if you've been through a horrific experience just like myself whilst braiding your hair, please, I want to know. Leave your comments down below. If you have any suggestions that you'd like to give to me, or just anyone else who would be in the comment section, feel free to leave your suggestions and your comments in the video in the description box down below. If you're new to Black Hair OMG, don't leave without subscribing for a lot of tips and tutorials and everything to do with black natural hair. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.